might pull off, but actually you just grab him. So it is a great bait to punish your opponent, basically. And I was about to ask that, Armada. I was about to ask, because I know Trif is playing many different characters, and not only speech, especially in unranked. And thanks to that online training, maybe he found a completely different answers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have seen Trif test this matchup quite a few in the past, but not without like any success so far as I know at least. But yeah, as you were saying, with Slippy, you can find more people than ever. So maybe he's been practicing the matchup a lot. I mean, I sure hope so, if that's the answer he wants to have like for the future, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, at some point the pandemic will end. At some point he will be back at tournament. So I do think he needs to be prepared for those monsters of Puff that are growing kind of everywhere. But right now it's keeping it respectable, a bit behind in terms of percent, but no stock loss yet, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty close so far. I do think something like Trif and a lot of Foxes can do in this matchup a lot that I think is very important is still going back to the shield. If you do use shield a lot at high damage, it's actually very hard for Puff to do to find these kills. And it can be very frustrating sometimes, and it could lead to them, going for unnecessary risks at time. So yeah, we'll see if Trif do that.
Yeah. I'm pretty curious to see how he's gonna play the matchup for sure. The thing is, as we said, I mean, Trif can be such a defensive bitch, so I can imagine that it will definitely reflect on his Fox also. And we can tell, I mean, it's just like jumping on the side to another, trying to contest a bit of the center, to not get stuck by the Puff, and just like building up percent and percent.
Yeah, also important for this matchup is like how you play. It's knowing when the upper knocks over. Like some Foxes, you see them using a lot of like top platforms and stuff. I'm pretty sure upper knocks over at either it's 17 or 18%. So before that, he gets up tilt, miss tech, and then jabber set rest. That's big. That's big.
It is.
But yeah, avoiding rest setups obviously going to be very, very crucial. So knowing your percentage when the different moves knock over, almost connected.
But that
sneaks in the up smash for the kill though.
Yeah, that was amazing. That's the thing I feel like you can abuse against Solobattle. The fact that he wants, like, Solobattle is a pup that wants blood, I can tell. Like, he's often on the offensive, and there it was like, it didn't kind of retreat, just like went straight to the Fox to try to make the pressure. But definitely Trif was ready for it and just like punishing that approach with an up smash. So now he's got quite a big lead. Also, the great news, it's like Puff starting to get a lot of percent, so the kill will come, and here we go. 2 stocks for Trif on the first game.
Yeah, that was very, very close for that upper not to kill, but barely was just enough. That's also very important to like know if you do need a pummel or not, because if Puff barely survives versus barely dying, it matters more than for any other character in the game, I would say, because then the rest can still be on the table. So very, very important. You often see people barely not being able to kill Puff, and sometimes something as little as 1 extra pummel could be the difference. But Trif knew he was going to die there, so props to him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I feel like Trif is the kind of person that, I mean, he's a hard worker, so I'm pretty sure he knows those kind of stuff and those kind of person. So I'm pretty sure he knows those kind of he has that kind of knowledge, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I guess we'll see across, the whole set, but I'll guess so too.
Oh, those tiny retreat laser! I'm sorry, I love those. Like, they were just like, it's fade back away on those lasers. Like, yeah, if you want to approach, you're gonna take a lot of laser, a lot of damage. Look at that. It's like, that's the thing with Trif. Like, if there's one word to describe his playstyle, it's micro-spacing. And I do feel he's amazing at it. And I can tell with his Fox, like with those fadeaway laser, that he's ready to just like barely outspace the Puff, finding those openings and get it just right after. Nice first stock from Trif.
Yeah, I 100% agree. My memory from playing as Trif myself is often like, he's so good at keeping that like, extra distance from you when you think you can attack him, but you can't, and that's often when he strikes. And that can be very, very important in this matchup as well, obviously.
at least Solobattle just evening up the stock. Obviously we're on Dreamland, so Trif gonna abuse of the fact that there's a big stage, gonna move around for sure, but Puff gonna survive obviously for a very long time, so allowing Solobattle to find maybe more opening to get a kill on the Fox. So we're gonna see how that's gonna evolve, but as Trif is really good with it, with his movement, that's gonna be for sure super tough for Solobattle to still be able to reach him.
Yeah, Trif's done a pretty good job as well with DIing the up throw so far. Another crucial thing. A lot of people say like just react, but the thing is you have to like preemptively be ready for the up throws because you can't like on reaction swap your DI as the throw is happening. So you always gotta be ready. It's weird because in a lot of other matchups it helps you to be ready how to DI up throws or up smashes, but against Puff it's really devastating if you're not ready.
Yeah, very true. Very true. And as you said, it's maybe one of the fastest grab maybe. But there, jab reverse and find the back air right away. Okay, let's go. Oh, nice up there.
Yeah, right now what I would really try to do is getting Puff to, like, really get Puff to as high percent as possible before dying. I guess half complicated curse. Because, like, these type of situations when you have a stock lead against Puff, it's so important to, like, keep that instead of, like, getting the rest equalizer. And sometimes I feel like people do overextend trying to, like they don't really consider it enough, if you ask me. But it seems like Trif surely is trying to have that approach. So I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I was about to talk about it during Battlefield before I just won, but yeah, I definitely agree, and I do feel also like Solobattle knows about it. And there, for instance, fighting that up smash is pretty important. And as you mentioned, now Trif gonna just like build a percent. So if he got hit by a rest, he will be ready to just calm down as fast as possible, put that up smash, and win the game.
Yeah, game plan for sure should be just get Puff enough damage so rest is off the table for this stock. That should be the priority number one right now. Trif getting stuck in the corner in Solobattle. No, he needs to jump. He needs to jump. Is he dead?
That's so sad.
Oh, the tech! That was so close. That was so close. That should have been game over. But Trif, unfortunately, got the shine in the wrong direction. But the fair up smash will close out the game. 2-0 for Trif with the Fox pick.
What a last stock! Honestly, what a last stock! Solobattle found an amazing opening, just barely missed one jump to get the kill on Trif. Suddenly was about to die. Trif found the shine, allowing Solobattle unfortunately to take, came back on stage, but then that amazing punish, finding the fair to bring the Puff just on the side platform, up smash right away. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that was... Solobattle had that stock, but yeah, as you said, like that missed jump was so crucial, and he had to pay the price for it. But now he's down 2-0, and even if he wins this game, he has to deal with Trif's counterpick twice. So Solobattle has a huge mountain to climb here. Going to the ledge early on as well. Maybe he wants to like slow down Trif, because I feel like Trif's gotten more and more comfortable with actually like approaching a bit more and more as the set has gone on. So maybe it's a strategy to like cool him down.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know if it's... Oh, good call there. Fighting one opening, one no tech. It's obviously jab reset rest. Obviously, Trif will come back, just even up the stocks. But, I mean, it's definitely in Solobattle favor because it took a lot of damage on the first stock.
Yeah, 100% worth going for that stock trade in that scenario. And the thing is, for newer viewers, you might see, like, some characters... people SDI their jabs to get out, but Puff's jab is like so weak that it's like basically not even possible, which is why you see jab reset into rest being such a common setup for Puff players.
So Trif not taking any risk there, just keeping his ground. As soon as he saw Solobattle just reaching the ground, actually he jumped, obviously, because Puff struggled to move horizontally. She's really good vertically, horizontally a bit less. So you can abuse on the fact that if she's on the ground, you can jump and she will struggle to reach you in the air. And on the opposite, when she's high above, just staying on the ground to be ready to being out of range of her.
I like one of the options we saw from Trif there as well. Like, he was running up jab, common setup, run up jab, up smash, but Solobattle was crouching and having his shield ready, and Trif just went for a grab instead. That's like, you know, an extra, like, layer on the mix-ups. Ooh, okay, Trif is ready for the tech that time. But yeah, jab, up smash, very, very common, but it does get destroyed by crouch. But yeah, missing the rest, that's another huge momentum shift.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Solobattle went for it. But then, as we saw, now Solobattle is trying to get those reads. That's the thing also with Puff. You need to read the Fox, and he was ready to cover some jumps with the up air. But as you mentioned, Trif just stay in shield because like at that kind of person, I suppose Puff doesn't have many things out of grab, I guess. So in any case, like Trif was ready for it.
I think the one thing Solobattle really can be looking out for in the corners, Trif keeps jumping a lot, and he hasn't really gotten punished for it much. I think the jumping corners, and Trif does a lot of aerial into side platforms. I think that's the two things that Solobattle needs to capitalize on if he wants to stay in this tournament.
Okay. Okay, no tech there. Okay, we take it. Thing is, like at those kind of like I mean, you don't want to be even in stocks against a Puff. Overextend. Nice shorted.
So risky. Oh, this is so scary.
Oh, that's huge for sure. I mean, and Puff is so good at those kind of moments, and there Trif is just like throwing so many up smash. You want that Puff to get away from him.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I think it also often can be a sign of like you really want to kill, and that's something we do see from like HBox, for example. Very good at charting out when people get like too impatient, when they want to kill too much, and that's like he knows that they're fishing for it, right? But yeah, Solobattle couldn't really bait it out that time and had to buy the stock there. Yeah. Potentially last stock for Solobattle in this tournament.
But the thing is, like, as you mentioned earlier, by saying like Solobattle needs to catch those jumps with Trif, I feel like he tried 2 times in a row to catch that jump with an up air. But unfortunately, he tried only when he came back from his new stock, and Trif is always waiting in shield at that moment. So unfortunately, he's not catching those jumps because he's not trying in other situations. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's very important to like when you do it. It can really matter. Like having invisibility or not impact how the other player is responding as well. Yeah, just take Ludge.
So Trif make an up throw up air, miss the kill, taunt, and then lost his stock. If Solobattle won the game, you know what's gonna happen, Trif. You know what's gonna happen. Alright, good up smash there. So 3-0 for Trif. What a comeback in the European scene.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people expect the 3-0 with the Fox. I don't know, maybe he has practiced the matchup, a lot on Slippy. I don't think Trif has been streaming too much, at least, though, in the past few months due to, like, school and stuff. But very